The Miami Heat make NBA history by making it to the NBA Finals as an 8 seed. The only other team to do so was the 98-99 Knicks, but that was a lockout season in which they only played 50 games, which makes this playoff run so special. Knocking out the Bucks, then my Knicks, then sending Boston packing on their home floor to go to the NBA Finals. But the craziest part is, who'd have thought that Caleb Martin would have outplayed both Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown in a Game 7. How much money does Brown want again? Yeah, Boston, make sure y'all bring up the fact that he had 8 turnovers tonight, and the fact that he shot 16% from 3 in this series when it comes to contract negotiations. In this series though, role players became superstars. Derek White had all the confidence in the world. Every time White shot a 3, guaranteed it would go in. And I do mean every time. But that also goes for Caleb Martin, who has been the most consistent player in this series. On everything, Caleb Martin deserves free access to every strip club in the city of Miami, and he better not spend $1 in them things. Now, I've been a fan of the Martin twins since they were both in Charlotte, and only being in the league for 4 years, his ability to create his own shot and take Boston guards off the dribble has been a much needed asset in Miami's offense. But let's be honest, Jimmy Butler has been just okay, but Bam, he's put up stinker after stinker. It's not like Bam has no bag. He has all the offensive tools to be a dynamic player at the center position, but I believe his versatility and mobility on defense is way too taxing for him to bring it on offense every night as well. But once he gets consistent on both ends of the floor, that's when he will really take his game to the next step. And I can see him being a legit top 15, top 10 player in this league. You know, the more I think about it, Erik Spoelstra deserves MVP of the postseason. His ability to fill a series out and knows what players he needs to play to exploit the opposing team is elite. For example, Kevin Love was essential in order for the Heat in both the Bucks and Knicks series, but then adjusted against Boston, and Love hasn't seen the floor since Game 5. And don't get me started on Duncan Robinson. He played in 42 games in the regular season and got shut down in January, but when the postseason arrived and Coach Spo called his number, he was ready and delivered. And for all the slander he gets about his defense, he held his own every time he was on the floor. And due to the fact that Miami's guards are undersized, they went to the zone, and that completely destroyed the fluidity of Boston's offense. Erik Spoelstra outcoached his opponent every step of the way. But speaking of coaches, can we talk about the fact that Joe Mazzulla did not get a haircut all postseason, but for Game 7 he showed up with a tape up? That brother couldn't wait to go on vacation. Have we finally realized that the Mike D'Antoni type of offense cannot win a championship? Chucking up threes and hoping it falls eventually is not good basketball, and Joe did not have a plan B to fall on. The Boston Celtics were by far the deepest and most talented team in the league and lost to an 8 seed Heat team without Tyler Hero. I know Brad Stevens regrets that Joe Mazzulla contract extension. Let's not forget he is the youngest coach in the league at 34 years old. Steph Curry is actually older than him. That's crazy. He literally played against Jimmy Butler in college, bro. This is going to be a very interesting offseason for a whole lot of teams. But on that note, next up we got Denver versus Miami. Comment down below your finals predictions. I want to know. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see y'all next video.